Hey, USPHL fans, we are in not Hell's Kitchen, New York. We're in Dan K's Kitchen, New Jersey, and we are cooking up another Dan K show with some new and exciting segments. Let's start with Dan K's Three Things, the way we start every show, Lucas. Right here, hot and fresh from the kitchen. We're cooking up some new stories, some new segments. That's number one. Number two, went to the Giants game today, Lucas. That's why my voice is a little hoarse. I'm happy because the Giants beat the Eagles, and anytime Philadelphia loses anything, I think it's a good thing. What do you think?
I agree with that, Dan.
I agree with that 24/7, all the time. Number three, Lucas, my third thing. Next weekend, we're heading up to Merrimack. We're going to head up to the university, up to the college, Merrimack College. We're going to head up to Galan Arena, and we're going to take in some wonderful USPHL hockey at the Islanders Showcase. How excited are you for this event?
Very.
I'm very excited, too. We're both extremely excited, and we're excited for the Dan K Show coming up next. Welcome back to the Dan K Show. As you know, we always have a great open, Lucas, but I think we got something even greater coming up this weekend. We talked about it in the open, IHC Showcase. Talk about it a little bit, Lucas.
We're really excited. You know, we were at Beantown last week, and we had so much fun, we thought, let's do it again. And so we have the IHC Showcase coming up at Merrimack College. We are pretty stoked. There's going to be a lot of great USPHL competition there.
There's going to be a lot of great USPHL competition. And you know what? We're always there, Lucas. We're always at these events, and there's someone who we run into at almost every event because he's everywhere. He seems to be in 20 million places at once, and it's why he's so great at what he does. But this is his event this weekend. It's my Maina friend, my friend from Maine. He calls himself a Maina. It's Sean Tremblay. Talk a little bit about Sean Tremblay.
Well, he's a lot of fun. Yeah. I'll give him that. He's a lot of fun. Also very, very scary. Do not want to be too close to him. Don't want to be in the same room as him for very long of a time. He's one of those guys that when he stares at you, you feel like you've done something wrong, Dan. But you haven't done anything wrong.
Well, we talked about him and Jared Beach, right? We were talking last year. We had a debate about who's a scarier coach. And when we say scary, we don't mean in a bad way. We don't mean that he's a bad guy. We just mean he's got that presence, right? You see those people in athletics, in sports, I mean, even in the business world, everywhere. You see those people who have that innate presence, right? When they walk into a room, they command your attention. I think Sean Tremblay is up on that list at the top of it with anybody in the world here. I think when Sean Tremblay walks into a room, a Jared Beach from the Philadelphia Flyers junior hockey team, when that guy walks into a room, it commands your attention. You know he's there. His presence is felt, and I think that's why some of the best talent in the world flock to him. I think that's why he gets players like a Brendan Van Riemsdyk, like an Austin Lemieux, like a lot of the guys he's put together on his team. I think that's why they flock to him. I think he walks into a room, and you can see him. His presence is felt. You know he knows the game. You know he knows what he's doing, and you know he's going to take you to a championship.
That's absolutely true. And, you know, I feel like we talk a lot about, you know, certain teams, especially IHC, especially like Tremblay, but the one thing that I want to point out as we're going into this showcase is just how close all of the top 2 or 3 teams in each division in the USPHL are. Yeah. You know, looking through the standings, we try to follow standings and games every week, and looking through all the standings, there are teams that are within 3, 4, 5 points of the lead. Yep. And going into this upcoming weekend, Dan, I feel like we're going to see a lot of competition. We're going to see a lot of intensity, you know, from a lot of different teams. And that's the kind of stuff that we always like to see. We like to see the competition. We like to see the intensity. You know, we like to see teams that are really battling for that first place slot, even this comparatively early in the season.
And, you know, you talk about the premier there, Lucas. I want to take it down to the younger levels here. And I want to talk about, you know, the USPHL is all about grooming young talent on the ice. There is someone in this IHC organization, young superstar coach. Not a player, young superstar coach. This guy started helping out, volunteering with the team at 16 years of age just to learn the ropes, to learn the ice. And now Brendan Walsh is coaching now at this younger level, helping out the 16Us and 18Us, really making his presence felt. This guy is a next level coach, and he's the next Sean Tremblay. He's someone you want to talk about presence felt in the room. When you meet this guy, you know he knows the game. You know he knows scouting. You know he knows the players. He knows the ins and outs, and he's also got that analytical edge to him. I'm excited about this IHC organization. You know, we talked about the Jersey Hitmen and how good they are this last week. Just the IHC, the Islanders Hockey Club, an incredible organization, top to bottom, really making it work, growing, cultivating talent, and we can't wait to see what this weekend's going to be like. You better be there. You know we will be. And we're going to be right back with Block 2.
Block 2.
Block 2.
I'm not going to let Dan talk on this one. This is my introduction. I have the special privilege of introducing my younger brother, Alex Jones, on Jonesey's College Corner.
Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of Jonesey's College Corner. I am your host, Alex Jones, aka the Cooler Jones brother. Here at the Corner, we like to highlight former USPHL players around the country as they continue their dreams playing at the college level. No, we're not checking up on them like their parents with all those prying questions and unexpected visits. Just make sure you lock your doors. But enough about me. I know you're jonesing for some hockey, so let's get right into it. Our first stop lands us in one of the only places where the lobster roll is one of the freshest things on the menu. Location, Portland, Maine, where on November 4th, Boston College was able to score, yes, more goals than their opponents, 5 more goals exactly, taking the game 6-1 in a victory over the University of Maine Black Bears. USPHL alum Chris Callanan put the puck into the back of the net in the third period of the game, which gives the senior forward a total of 2 on the season. Callanan played for the South Shore Kings during the 2012-13 season. Great job so far this season, Chris, and keep up the good work. Now, join me on a trip as we go to Providence, Rhode Island, where on November 5th, Providence College faced off against Merrimack College. Each team fought very hard and left everything they had on the ice, including a decision, as the game ended in a draw tied 2-2. However, there was an upside for one player, USPHL alum and current member of the Providence College Friars, Anthony Florentino, who scored the game-tying goal in the third period. The senior defenseman played for the South Shore Kings during the 2009-2010 season and the Select Academy during the 2013-2014 season. We here at the Dan K Show see you out there, Mr. Florentino. Keep up the great work and keep making the USPHL proud. On November 7th, the University of New Hampshire Wildcats went into Massachusetts to face off against the Boston College Eagles. The Eagles sent the Wildcats packing back to New Hampshire with a 5-3 loss. During the second period of that high-scoring game, Matthew Gaudreau, a senior forward for the Eagles, sent the puck to its desired location. That's right, the back of the net, which gave him 4 goals on the season. Fun fact about Gaudreau, he is a USPHL alum and is currently studying communications at Boston College, where his brother Johnny also played hockey. Gaudreau's teammate and also USPHL alum, Joey J.D. Dudek, scored his 3rd goal in the season in the 3rd period of the game. The sophomore forward played for the Islanders Hockey Club during the 2013-2014 season. With so many players committing to different schools around the country, it would almost be impossible to cover everybody in this short segment. But that is exactly what we will try and do here at Jonesey's College Corner throughout the course of the season. Unfortunately for today, that is all the time we have, but if you have some more time at home, please be sure to check out my Instagram and Twitter pages, social media, at Jonesing for Sports, and on there will be a link to my blog on medium.com. But for now, let's send it back to Home Base Studios with the OG, Dan K, and the other Jones brother, Lucas Jones.
Lucas, I like this new Jones brother. He's definitely the better Jones. Maybe we'll just get rid of Lucas and go with Alex the rest of the way. What do you think? I'm not even going to let him talk about that. Alex is the better Jones. Jonesy's Corner is the new thing. You better be expecting it each and every week. Every chance we can get him on, we're going to get him on, because the less time we can give to Lucas, the better this show is, right? Not going to let him talk again. You know what else is going to happen? I'm going to tell you why I'm wearing this hat this week, and it's because, yes, the Cubs won their first World Series in 108 years. The Yankees won 27 that time. How do you feel about that? Not going to let him talk again. Let's go see some player interviews from the Beantown. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan K Show back here with my man Kyle Jarris from the Springfield Pick 16U. He's got a bunch of teammates that are afraid to hop on air with us, but this man, he's not just strong on the ice, he's strong here on camera. How's it going, Kyle?
It's going good.
Kyle, how's the weekend been for you guys? How's the weekend been for the Picks? And really talk about just playing against teams from all over the country.
It's good competition. You know, we've been doing all right. Haven't been finishing our goals, but it's a good weekend, good competition.
You know, when you're playing against good competition, what does it do for you as a young hockey player? You're honing your skills. What does this solid competition you find in these showcases do for you as an individual?
It just develops you because the play is so fast. It just makes you a better player playing every game.
Now, Kyle, why were you okay with coming on the air? Why do you think your teammates here were too afraid and too camera shy to hop on air?
Because I like to represent the league, the USPHL. It's a great league. Yeah.
This man is camera ready. He's ready to go next level. We got goals going on in the background. People freaking out here, getting excited. Lucas, you got a question for Kyle before we let him go?
So what's next for the Picks? What are you guys going to be focusing on after you leave the showcase?
Well, we're going to learn from our mistakes from this weekend, and we got to start finishing our opportunities and go from there.
Finish our opportunities, go from there, continue to develop USPHL hockey, Springfield Pick 16U, big things coming your way. Keep watching and keep watching Springfield Picks hockey. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dan K Show, and we're here with a guy who rocks. This guy rocks. We were looking for somebody to interview, and this guy goes, "Hey, I got you. I got your back." Hops on the set with us. Sir, Mr. Danny Rock. Dan, a good name. Dan, a name I have myself. Dan K, Dan R. From one Dan to another Dan. How's it going, Dan?
It's going really well.
It's going well.
Good trip up today, and looking forward to playing this weekend.
Playing this weekend, and now we're going to talk about who you're playing this weekend. You got the Junior Bruins today.
Yes.
You got the South Shore Kings. You got IHC, right?
Yeah.
You're playing some of the top contenders in the league. Teams you guys are very familiar with PAL. Teams you guys have some rivalry with. Teams you guys like to mix it up with down there on the ice. What's the mood like? What's the mood like in the locker room? What are you guys doing to get ready?
The mood's good. We had a good week of practice, and the ride up, it's pretty early, so most of us sleep. Get a good meal on us. We take a rest stop, get a healthy meal, and then from there we just kind of prepare for our game.
Now, what do you got to do today? What do you do today? What beats the Junior Bruins, right? This is a team, they play tough. They're tough in the O zone, tough on the D side. They're a balanced squad, right? They're a very balanced team.
Yeah.
What do you do to combat that style?
The main thing is compete. We have to bring a high level of compete and stick to the system so we're all on the same page.
Lucas, what do you got for this, man?
Well, so you normally have games every weekend, and then you have a showcase like this. So my question is the preparation for a showcase different than the preparation for, say, a regular weekend game?
No. In our heads, we know every game's important, so we kind of just take it day to day and treat every game the same.
Now, Danny, the last question I'm going to give you here. You know, last year I talked to your coach Lou Liotti. I talked to Lou, and I talked to Joe Duzak, who went up to Mercyhurst, and I said, the pizza up here, it's troublesome. It's troublesome up here. We just had a slice of pizza. It's not sitting well. I ain't feeling good. Where's your favorite pizza?
My favorite pizza?
Yeah, favorite pizza. You're in New York. You're playing. You're playing for
Yeah.
PAL. Where's your favorite pizza?
Favorite pizza place is Geno's.
Geno's Pizza.
Really good.
Yeah, Geno's
They make the best specials.
They make the best specials, and that's where you go. You get a little bit, you bring it home, and you say hello to your mothers for me. Everybody have a good day. And Danny Rock, thanks for joining us on set.
Thank you very much.
Let's go, pal.
Let's go.
Lucas, are you ready?
Yes.
He's ready. You guys wearing a snowman tie. That's when you know he's ready.
You told me to wear a fun tie. I wore a fun tie.
It's pretty fun.
Thank you.
Lucas, who are we here with right now?
We're here with a couple of skipjacks, Dan.
Couple of skipjacks. Can you introduce them to the people at home?
We got Andrew Hipp, and we have Harrison Course.
Andrew, Harrison, how is it going this weekend, Joe?
Oh, it's going great. Team's doing well.
Yeah, got a couple big wins under our belt.
Yeah.
A couple big
Getting ready
wins.
for the.
What's your last win here? What's your last win?
I think we played. What team was it?
I can't even
It
remember.
was school.
Hold on. I just want to let you know something. These guys are so locked in into winning. They don't even know who they're beating anymore. They win so often that they've forgotten the teams they're on the ice with. These guys, I mean, the amount of time you spend on the ice against the teams, you're looking at the jersey, right? You're locked in against these guys.
don't even remember them. They're just on to the next one. And you know what? That's the short-term memory that makes great hockey players, and that's the kind of hockey players the Skipjacks are creating. Talk to me a little bit about what it's like playing for the Skipjacks. What's it like playing with this organization?
It's pretty professional. We're on the ice every day from like 9 o'clock to about 11, and we have on Tuesdays and Thursdays we're in the gym from 7:30 to 8. So
nice.
Yeah, I think that's just the biggest thing is coaches are very professional, and you can see it in the way we play. The way very disciplined, attention to detail. I think that leads to big success.
Now, you guys are playing here, you know what I mean? You're young, you're growing, you're kind of going through your hockey career, figuring yourself out as players here. Where do you want to end up? Where is your end goal in the hockey career? What does this become for you, and what is success for you in your career?
I think most of us trying to get to college. I think maybe, even beyond that, but I think most of us want to get to, a good junior program and then move on to college hockey.
Same here?
yeah, I'm pretty sure most of the guys in Skipjacks organizations are trying to get to the Division I college and then even beyond that. But some other guys have been going different path to like the OHL or NA. So.
And that's the thing. I mean, when you watch these guys, a lot of people think of hockey. They think of these young levels. They think of junior hockey, and they think it's all about becoming a pro. But a lot of people miss out, and I know the parents don't miss out on this. It's about that education you can get from being a great hockey player. And this level and this growth and watching you guys play on the ice, there's a big future for a lot of these Skipjacks for the majority, if not all, of this roster. This is a solid roster, a solid team, in a solid league. Luke, you got any questions for these guys?
Yeah, so we've been talking a lot this weekend about preparation you guys go through before games. I'm interested in the takeaway. What are you guys taking away from this weekend? What lessons have you learned?
I think it's just consistency, finding the right consistency with how hard we're playing, all that kind of stuff. I think that's the biggest thing.
Also the stuff after the game, we usually get a big flush in and have a chocolate milk after every game. So gotta get all the lactic acid out.
Okay.
Folks, the Skipjacks keep winning. The organization continues turning out great hockey players just like these two. Not just great hockey players, great people, ready for the next level, ready to see where their careers are going next. We can't wait to keep watching. We're going to watch along and keep watching Skipjacks hockey all year long. Welcome to our favorite segment of the Dan K Show. It's the Empty Net. Your chance to talk to us, our chance to talk to you. Although we talk to you every day because we're on a camera, we have a mic, and that's what happens. Lucas, we got reached out to by the Florida Junior Blades. At Florida Junior Blades asked us, Dan K Show, are you guys going to be making it out for the Southern Showcase down here in Florida? I'd love to. I love Florida. I love the beaches. I love the water. I love it all. Big problem. It's December 16th through the 18th. I'm leaving on the 16th for Dublin, Ireland for my honeymoon. And producer Lena, hashtag AKA my wife, is not going to ever let me back home if I do not go on that honeymoon. So I cannot turn it down. I asked her 17 times. Every single time she said, do not come home if you don't come. So we're going to Dublin. Lucas, how do you feel about that?
I mean, you can go to Dublin if you want. It sounds amazing. But I have to say, I'm excited for the Southern Showcase. I love Florida. Weather's great this time of year. Florida Junior Blades doing a great job. And you know what, Dan? As much as I know you're going to be missing the action down south, I would love to be there.
Lucas will love to be there. Invite Lucas. Tweet at him at LJones1138 and let him know at Florida Junior Blades wants him down at the Southern Showcase. He just may be there without Dan K. But yeah, again, with that in mind, Lucas, we move into we're in the empty net. We got talked to by the Florida Junior Blades, but the big key is we're coming to the IHC Showcase. We need you to tweet at us, right? We need you to tweet during the event. We want to talk to you, and we're going to be on some games this week.
That's true, Dan. We are going to be broadcasting some games on fasthockey.com. You're going to hear our familiar voices on those games. And if you're at the IHC Showcase, please, you've seen the interviews that we've been broadcasting on this show. So come find us at Merrimack College because we will be there and we will be conducting interviews. If you're a player, if you're a parent, if you're a coach, come stop by, grab us, grab him, tap me on the shoulder. Feel free to just grab Dan. That's totally fine. He's okay with it.
I'm okay with it.
Grab us. We'll do an interview with you. We'd love to get you on the Dan K Show.
We want to get you on the Dan K Show. We want you to watch. We want you to watch on Fast Hockey /
Hockey TV, the new branding of the site. We want you to watch us. We want to bring you the games. We want to bring you the play-by-play and the color commentary. I'll be on the play-by-play on the mic, losing my voice all weekend long. Lucas will be bringing the color to it. He'll be entertaining you, bringing you the news you need, the information, the updates. He'll do it all. We'll also have Alex Jones there from Jonesey's Corner. Everyone's going to be there, the whole USPHL Network team. We can't wait to see you. Lucas, parting words. My parting words, exactly what he said. Once again, remember, when Dan K's on the mic, it's always hockey night, and if you're eating ice cream, be safe. One bite at a time. Don't get a brain freeze. And you'll never get a brain freeze when you're watching USPHL hockey because it's hot on the ice.